You will earn more points if you split the room, and who creates the most divisive dimensions will win.
Tonight, hell breathes over.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Call me the Punisher.
Victims, aren't we all?
Nobody's getting hurt.
And I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm of course your host, Mega Mike the Movie Man. We have a super fun stream planned for you all tonight. We are playing Split the Room Superhero Edition. So the question will be, is this a superhero movie or not? So it's going to be really fun. We're going to have this amazing panel out here to vote on each of these rounds. How the game works is we have 5 rounds, and we basically vote yes or no on if it's a superhero movie, and then we see how many points people get. If you do a clean split, which is 3-3, that is the maximized point right opportunity where you get 3 points. If you do 2-4, you get 2 points. If you do 5-1, 1 point. And this is really hilarious. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's super funny. If nobody votes a different way, everybody votes the same way, you get 0 points that round. And then we look at the points after the 5 rounds, we tally them up, we see the totals, and then if there's a winner, there's a winner. Whoever gets the most points wins. Now, if there's a tie, though, we do go to overtime rules, which I'll explain that when we cross that bridge, if it does happen. But it's going to be super awesome. Let's go ahead and actually let's bring everybody out, because I think everybody is here. So let's bring out this whole amazing panel. You guys are ready to talk some superhero movies here?
Yes.
Oh, we're ready.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. I got my score sheet right here, so I'll keep track of it. Let me put in order of who's going to go where. Tony's lucky. He's going to be number 1 today because he's a returning player. I know he's well prepared. We'll have Ben next, of course, another returning player. Dell, he knows his superhero stuff. I'm confident in him. Me, I've been on here quite a few times, so we'll go there. And we'll go Lucy right here in the middle dimension right there. Perfect. Okay, so we got that set up. We have, everybody has their voting boards for yes or no, right? Everybody got that? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and just get into this. So let's go with our first superhero round. But real quick, actually, before we do that, let me just get a little reminder at the bottom. If you love superheroes, go ahead and laser beam that like and subscribe to help support the channel. And if you'd like a comment read live, consider, punishing us with super chats and memberships. Other than that, the comments will be for you guys to interact. But if those do pop out, we will shout them out. And yeah, we're just going to have a good time talking these movies here. So let's get into our first super round. Tony is going to start off strong. So Tony, what do you got for us tonight?
So my first superhero movie is this little gem called Brightburn. This story talks a little bit, it's very similar to Superman's type of origin story, where this baby is found that's come down from another planet and has very similar superpowers as Superman. And to me, I think with the powers and with him being as similar as Superman, that this would make him a superhero.
All right. Okay, so is it a superhero movie or not? That's what we're voting on. So everybody get an answer ready for that. So is it a superhero movie? Yes or no? And once again, if anybody wants to play defense right now, they can say something they want about Brightburn. Anybody got anything to say about this one?
He doesn't do anything heroic.
That's a good point, Dell. I was going to say I think it's more a horror movie myself because it's like an evil Superman. So even though super, not really a hero. So if we're talking about superhero, I don't know if I can bridge that gap. I don't know.
Well, superheroes could be anti-heroes too. So is he truly a villain or is he more of an anti-hero?
Or is he someone that just doesn't know how to control his powers?
Misunderstood, maybe.
Maybe it's anti-hero is a stretch. Wow.
All right, everybody got their answer. Ready on 3. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? Ooh, 3 no's, 3 yeses. Tony, you did it. You got to Split the Room.
Yay!
Very nice. Very nice how to start that off. Man, already getting the 3 pointers right there. And Tony, you were acting like you didn't know what to pull. I know you were prepared.
It's a tough game.
Well, you're making it look easy right now. Ben, can you follow that up?
I'll try. Which one do I want to go with? Here we go. I'll go with this one. This one is a callback to the days of yore with Abraham Lincoln. He has a resourceful robot, a secret agent, that he sends on these heroic missions to battle the evil Emperor Zombie. Or am I making this up as I'm reading the back of the disc?
I'm like,
right
what
now?
is this movie?
And his vampire queen, Pestilence, from unleashing the occult powers of the melon-sized jewel. His psychic, Mr. Groin, turns back the powers of evil in the amazing Screw-On Head.
Wow, that is a new one to me. Anybody
I've
seen that one?
never heard of
What in the world is that?
If
It's an
Tony don't
animated
have
mo-
it, I don't even know.
It's an animated movie starring Paul Giamatti, David Hyde Pierce, and Molly Shannon.
Is this a real title here, or did you just
Based-
pick that right now?
Read
Ben?
that right there, Mike. Based on the
Oh,
comic.
You got
by
Mike in
Mignola.
there, so yeah, that's official.
It's based on Mike Mignolia's artwork in this movie. So
But you said the main character, he's a vampire?
no, the main character is a robot secret agent who
Oh,
works for President Lincoln, and his arch nemesis is a vampire zombie.
Thought you were going for that like Abraham Lincoln
vampire
Vampire
hunter.
Hunter movie.
That's what I thought he was talking about when he first started.
And then this
Oh, wow.
and then this title came up that I've never heard of.
What was the title again?
The Amazing Screw-On Head.
The Amazing Screw-On Head. Wow.
He's a robot.
A robot. Can a robot be a superhero? That's the question here.
Hmm.
Does he have superpowers? It's a robot.
Yes. I mean, he can shapeshift the best way a robot can by
Does he
unscrewing
have
its
any
head.
motivation?
His motivation is to stop the evil occult that's trying to take over the world
Oh.
And
by
you
the
said-
by the
He's
diabolical Nazi Emperor Zombie. So
It says that he's amazing in the title, so that's pretty
Yes.
good, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
see, it's right there in the title. He is amazing.
All right. Wow. Okay. Everybody getting their answer down. I don't know if we need to say much more than that.
It's Paul Giamatti's best work yet.
Wow. More than the holdovers? That's amazing. Okay. Everybody got their answer on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
That split the room? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Adele, they sold you on that one then.
Sold me, yeah.
All right.
Like
Man,
Tony
that-
said, he's got amazing in the title and everything.
Yep.
Man, tough competition tonight. You guys are starting strong here. All right, Del, can you follow that up?
Probably not, but we're gonna try. All right, since the name of the game is Split the Room, so I'm gonna go with Split.
Ooh.
Now, admittedly, by itself, it may not be a superhero movie, but then we got that wonderful reveal at the end that let us know it's part of a trilogy, a superhero trilogy, with Bruce Willis, of course, being the lead character in this trilogy. So all this did was set up the villain in our superhero trilogy, making this a superhero movie.
I don't know. That sounds more like a super villain movie to me.
But again, it's just setting up the villain for the entire story, the entire saga.
Well, for the next movie, which would be Glass, which you could argue is a superhero movie, but Split on its own by itself as a movie, I don't know. I'm not convinced here. Much more think it's a villain movie.
I think Split is the best film in that trilogy.
That's debatable.
But is a
all
superhero movie dimension.
all heroes have split personalities if you think about it.
They do.
Batman definitely has a split personality. Iron Man has a split personality. Think about it. He's in the suit. He's somebody completely different than the drunkard he is.
But he's not
Outside the
kidnapping
suit.
girls, though.
Are there any powers involved?
He does have powers.
Yes, he does have powers.
Very strong. Yeah, very strong and
He's very
fast.
strong.
Extremely strong, and through his multiple personalities, he has, including the Beast, which is ultra strong.
Beast is
Yeah, different
he can be
abilities.
scary.
Yeah.
He can be strong. He can be a badass.
All right, well, let's go write down an answer here. Let me get mine. Ooh, I don't know how this one's going to go. All right, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4 no's on this one. 2 yeses, though. So that's,
Should have went with my
hey,
own
that's
guess.
2, though. That's 2.
Great movie.
Oh, yeah, so good. I love that whole trilogy.
Great trilogy, right?
Wow, such good choices so far. I don't think I can follow that up. But we'll go with one of my favorite characters of all time. We will talk the Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher. Now, this is not a superhero. First of all, he doesn't have no superpowers. He just uses guns. And he is totally on a revenge quest. It's not punishment, it's revenge here. They take out his family, so what does he do? He goes and takes out the other family. That's what the movie's about. Very violent. It's just, I just not a superhero right here. Definitely not a superhero.
It's a revenge film.
Exactly. Revenge action movie at its finest.
Any kind of redemption arc.
Yeah.
There is redemption. Actually, by the end, there is redemption. He does take care of a few of his roommate friends and whatnot, which is really nice. And he does say he wants to go after these terrible villainous characters, and that is going to be his persona. He's going to be the Punisher. So there is a good character hero arc in this one. So actually, it might be a hero movie in that way. You're getting me thinking now. Ooh. So it's definitely not a superhero movie, but it's definitely a superhero movie, if you know what I mean. Anybody else got anything to say? I think we got answers on this one. Oh my god, I don't even know how to vote on this one. Wow. Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 no's in there. I will take the 2 yeses. Thank goodness I voted yes. I'll take the 2 on that. That's not too bad. All right, Lucy, you feeling ready for this one?
No. Okay. All right. One of my all-time favorite movies. If anyone ever asks me what my favorite DC movie is, I always say Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Questionable villains, questionable heroes, questionable motivation. The movie is just pretty questionable altogether, I think, but it's just a great watch. It's a comedy overall. However, we still got all those little superhero tropes going. So
It's got all that music that you love, right?
yeah, it's actually the vinyl.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Nice.
So are you selling me that it is a superhero movie or it's not a superhero movie?
I don't want to sway anything.
Oh, there you go. Well, there is a character arc in that. He takes on the X's and all that. He seems very triumphant in that way. Not a traditional superhero movie, though. Wow, tough one on this one.
Now I know the answer. I want to hear your answer though. Is he doing anything for the greater good?
I think he's very self-interested, as are the villains as well.
Well, romance, though, what's more greater good than that?
Yeah.
Is it
nothing
though?
more pure. Nothing more pure than love.
I will
Those
start off with
faces
saying
are
that
hilarious.
he cheats on both his girlfriends.
Oh, well, this might change my answer right here. Okay.
Yeah. But so do other superheroes who
Oh gosh.
have multiple lady friends too. So
Well, the
Yeah,
Punisher
but
never did
in
that.
this case though, that's his only mission is to get the girl.
yeah.
All right. Everybody got an answer? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Two yeses. Two yeses. Hey, there we go.
it's a yes from me. He's my favorite superhero.
Hey, that's a 2 right there. That's good.
It's a great movie though.
Yeah, it's my favorite. And the soundtrack is great.
All right, Dimension. Where you
Okay.
going?
This is my favorite 90s film of all time, and that is the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Your green team, 4 Ninja Turtles with different personalities. Raphael, Leo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Master Splinter, the Shredder, the action, the storytelling based on these 4 Ninja Turtles is great. And it puts me in the mood for pizza. And they battle against their biggest nemesis, the Shredder. And there's the actor who played Casey Jones, who stole the show in this movie, and he's hilarious.
So, Dimension, you think that makes it a superhero movie then?
I will agree to it. I will agree with it because the Ninja Turtles took on the Shredder and his Foot Clan.
So he has villains. Okay. Are they super though?
They may not be super, but they are talented martial art fighters. May not have special powers, but they're really good. They're really known for their martial arts skills. And I do see that in superheroes.
I'd say being a man-sized turtle kind of makes him super.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plus the man-sized rat.
That's just
I don't
normal New
know.
York stuff.
Isn't it set in New
That's,
York?
yeah, that's just normal New York. That's
Yeah.
All right. Everybody got their answer? Oh, man. This was a tough one. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Ooh, all yeses on that one. Oop. That's okay. It's only first round. You convinced us too good, Dimension. That's what it was. You convinced us too good on that one. But good choice. Excellent. All right. Let's check into some member comments here real quick before we get to our next round. We got Tiana in here, who's a member of the channel. Saying hello to everyone.
Hey, Tiana.
Hey, Tiana.
It's Tiana.
Happy
Hey, it's
birthday.
her birthday.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
Right.
happy
Happy birthday.
So very, very happy birthday to you, Tiana. All right. So let's look at the scores real quick before we go on. Let me see if I can zoom in on me real quick. All right. So score recap of the first round. We got Tony and Ben in the lead with 3 points. We got Dell and me and Lucy with 2 points, so not far behind. And the Dimension got a 0, but that's okay. Still anybody's game. It can all change in a couple rounds. All right, so getting now into our second super round here. And let me go ahead and throw Tony back up there. All right, Tony, you started off strong. Can we do it again?
Let's see. So my next superhero is someone that is not ordinarily a superhero, but becomes one based off of some circumstances, and that is RoboCop. RoboCop is not your typical law enforcement. RoboCop was created for, I think, corporate greed and trying to police the city that was kind of uncontrollable. And the cop that is inside, that is kind of meshed into RoboCop, had a bad. Anyways, it's hard to describe. But RoboCop is a superhero. He's there to save the city from corporate, and to take care of the bad guys in the city. The city's just overrun with bad people. So to me, I think this makes him a superhero.
I don't know. I don't know if you're convincing me, Tony. Super? I don't know. How super is he? He's a robot. Once again, it goes back to a robot super or not.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty powerful superhero.
If Cyborg's a superhero, RoboCop's a superhero.
Yeah.
But isn't it the human qualities that make Cyborg the hero rather than just?
To me, it's the human part of RoboCop is what makes him the hero. You know, he doesn't just. You know, we saw a different RoboCop in the movie. That was all machine. That was not a hero. It was more of a villain. But RoboCop and his human side made him a hero.
Mm-hmm. And he had no selfish reasons. He was just going after the bad guys.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. And there's a little bit of revenge in there too.
Ooh, see, a little bit of revenge. Sounds like a Punisher movie now. We know how the Punisher vote turned out there.
This is also one of my favorite movies.
All right, everybody got their answer. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, a lot of yeses in there, but you get 1 point from me, Tony.
Yay!
I'm gonna give you a point there.
Yeah, of course, RoboCop's a superhero, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love robot movies. Sounds a good one.
All right, Ben, what are you thinking? Oh my gosh, are you gonna hit us with another amazing
a deep cut? A deep cut? Well, we're on the topic of cops being superheroes. This cop makes Deadpool look like a preschooler. That's right. I'm talking about a cop whose only sole job is to clean up his city. And no matter how many times he dies, he's resurrected to continue his war on crime. That's right. We're talking about Officer Down.
That's a cool cover, though. I'm like, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a cop who is by the book, and every time he dies, he's resurrected in the lab of the police station to just combat the war on crime. And his city's ridden by these colorful gangs of murderers and thieves and scum of the earth. Like, I mean, literally, one of them is hidden out in a church, and they're all nuns and priests, and that's their whole MO and their gimmick. Hey, we're disguised this way, and we're actually peddling drugs. No, you're not anymore. Officer Down just comes in, starts blazing lead on him, and ends up getting killed in the process. And then 3 minutes later, he's resurrected he's raised back in the lab again, not remembering what happened before, but still just as powerful.
But is he a robot?
So
no, he's not. He's actually a human.
Is it like a sole purpose, sole motivation, or does
sole motivation is to just clean up the city? That he's a good cop who in a world of bad cops as well too.
So there's no emotion to him. He's just resurrected and goes back out fighting.
Yes.
So that's all he does. Kill.
Yes, if you're If you're bad, yes. If you're a criminal, yes, he does.
See, that sounds like the Punisher again.
Yeah.
Sounds a little bit like RoboCop too.
If you
Well,
thought
actually-
Deadpool was sick, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's right there on the cover. Thought that
It's-
Deadpool was sick,
It
and it's
sounds
based
like
off
that.
of it's based off
that-
of an Image comic too.
Yeah, it sounds like that Vin Diesel movie.
Oh,
Um,
Bloodsport.
Yeah,
Oh, Bloodshot.
Bloodshot. Yeah.
Yeah, Bloodshot. It is, but it's a lot better story.
Okay.
Wow.
Dollar Tree greatness right here.
I mean, for that cover, I would pay $1 for just that cover. Oh yeah, don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they got some good stuff there.
They do. Like
Not
this
all-
movie right here.
Not often.
All right, everybody got their answer. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, let's see. 4 no's, but 2 yeses. There you go. So 2.
Is my no upside down? Should I like invert it?
Oh no,
No,
that's
it looks
good.
perfect.
Good. All right.
Now it's upside down.
All right. Dell.
All right, not as quite as deep a cut as Ben gives us, but this one's a little bit of a deep cut. Not a lot of people have seen it, and it's a movie called Fast Color.
Hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So in Fast Color, this young lady is on the run from the government. She's a mutant. Basically, she has powers. Whenever she uses them, it almost causes like an earthquake type deal. And the government is trying to control her, so she's kind of on the run. But then she circles back to her family for a little while. She goes and visit her mom and her daughter for a little while, and of course the government's closing in. So now she has to decide what to do. The government is trying to use her for nefarious purposes. So is she going to use her powers against them and protect mankind? And those are the kind of decisions that make a hero.
Well, does she use the powers against them?
She uses the powers to spoil
Okay.
it, but yes.
All right. I've never seen this one, never heard of it. Anybody else seen it here?
No, I've seen the slip though.
I've heard of it.
Is it big, like, again, with the moral dilemma?
Very similar to a Wolverine kind of thinking, where she's used by the government and is dealing with that throughout the story and dealing with what that means.
Weapon X, got it.
Yeah.
And what are her powers in this one?
Like I said, whenever she uses it, basically everything around her it's almost like she's causing an earthquake, and she can pinpoint it at people also. Eventually we find out she can pinpoint it.
All right.
Hmm.
That looks like Dimension's away real quick, so no worries. Wait till Dimension gets back. Well, jumping into some comments here. Benny saying robots can be heroes. Okay. Adrian says, yes, I love RoboCop, and I do think he is a superhero. Man, a lot of RoboCop love. That's great. All right, so everybody got their answer?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, lots of yeses, 4 yeses, 2 no's. So that will be a twofer. Okay. All right, so I guess we were kind of on this train of cops, right? With RoboCop and all of that. So I will continue that train. We will raise you one Dredd, right? Judge Dredd right here. So definitely a cop, does it by the book, does not stray from the book. There are some bad judges in here, right? Bad judge cops. But Dredd himself, he takes care of business. He goes after the bad guys. He cleans up the city. What more do you want from him? Right? So if we're thinking along the lines of RoboCop, right, he has to be considered a superhero, right? A good cop. What's more heroic than that? So if we think RoboCop's a superhero, and it seems like everybody agreed that RoboCop is a superhero, I think Dredd has to be in the same line. Everybody's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I see a lot of similarities
Yeah.
between Dredd and RoboCop.
Yeah.
Plus, Dredd's just a great movie.
Oh, it's a fantastic movie. Does Dredd, well, is he like the Punisher also?
Mm-hmm.
Just lots of guns, lots of killing.
But it's not revenge, though. That's the difference. Punisher is purely in that Punisher movie revenge. Whereas Dredd in this one is not revenge. He is literally just being a cop, cleaning up the city, answering the crime calls. So,
Yeah, true.
I would think he's more a superhero than the Punisher. All right, but I'll let you guys decide that. Is Dredd a superhero movie or not? That is the question there. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Dimension, did you? Is that a no? Okay, so yay, 3 no's, 3 yeses. I will take a split the room on that. I'm so glad I voted no. I'm like, how's everybody gonna go on this one?
I know it. So just because you say no doesn't mean that you don't think that it's not a superhero movie.
Exactly, yeah. Now, do I really think he's a superhero? No, probably not.
No.
He's too by the book for it to be, superhero. It's just, I don't know. Didn't convince me. All right.
Fair enough.
Lucy, what are you thinking?
Okay, going off of what you said with the cleaning up the city, rather than cleaning up the city, we're putting it under new management with Megamind. I ran out of props. That's the only one I had.
That's okay. No worries. You do not need props. Not required.
So Megamind follows a villain and a hero. They're going against it. Then thank you.
They'll have it for you. Nice. Megamind.
There we go. Mm-hmm. We got heroes. We've got villains. Sure, it follows the storyline of the quote villain, but just because they're not the main protagonist doesn't mean that it's not a superhero movie. It does involve superheroes, and there are many redemption arcs, and of course there is lots of evil going on. Of course, a kids movie, so I don't know.
Is he redeemed by the end? I've never seen this one, so you got to convince me on this.
Oh, you got to see Megamind.
Gotta see it.
I know. We
yes.
share like half the same name.
I've got some redemption, but in the end, it's still pure evil. There's some love interest as well. And
okay.
some
That sounds like
revenge.
Despicable Me.
Exactly.
They came out not too far apart, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is
It's
Despicable
too,
Me?
right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm convinced here. Sounds like a villain. Megamind. All right. Everybody got their answers. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there you go.
Okay.
4 no's, so 2. Well, that's
Still
good.
mainly a villain movie, I think.
He becomes the hero, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lived
All right.
long enough to become the hero. He didn't die the villain. He lived long enough to become the hero.
Great quote.
All right, we got Dimension.
All right, I chose The Matrix Reloaded because that is probably my favorite version of Neo, in my opinion. You know, you're talking about he's the one. He has the power to fly. He has the power to stop bullets. He took on an army of Agent Smiths and vampires, I think, and he stopped those Sentinels. And So Neo is probably one of the most powerful characters in the Matrix universe. You know, taking on Sentinels, saving Morbius, stopping bullets, flight, all that kind of stuff in the sci-fi world like that, computer world.
Yeah, definitely has all the powers. Very heroic. Yeah, I'm convinced he's a superhero.
But at this point, he's already so far into it that is there really a moral dilemma anymore? Is there a morality to it? Or is he just going for it?
That's a good question right there. And did this movie save the franchise? No. So it was not very heroic in that way.
It didn't kill it, so.
I believe the problem with it was that it was shot simultaneously. Right? The second and third, they were shot.
Yeah,
at the
they
same
were.
time?
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Yeah. They didn't seem much like superheroes to me.
But I mean, it is Keanu Reeves. Gotta give him that.
If it's a digital world, is he really saving anything?
Ooh.
Or is Neil really the virus?
Yeah.
Remember, he's called the Anomaly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Does this make him the villain of the digital world? Is it actually a villain?
And I don't know if I can forgive him for that fourth Matrix.
Oh, goodness.
Is he a superhero in that one? I don't know. This makes me rethink the whole franchise. What's real? What's not?
Hmm.
All right. Everybody
Exactly.
got
So
their
is he really a superhero?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
I went yes.
One yes. One yes. So I got one. I was almost gonna go yes though. I was
I like
considering that
Neo.
one.
I think overall, as like a franchise in itself, he is a central hero.
No.
So
If I didn't think about the fourth movie, I would have said yes. The fourth movie soured me. I still don't know what the heck happened in that one. Like, what is this?
But we're supposed to get a fifth, so buckle up.
God. All right. Ooh, we can look now at our second round scores here. Let's take a look to recap. Round 2. So we got Tony with 4 total. Ben now in the lead with 5 points. Dell with 4. Oh, I have 5 too actually now, so I'm tied with Ben. Lucy with 4. Dimension with 1. So still anybody can win this. Still anybody's game. Plenty of rounds to be played. All right. Let's go ahead and, of course, because I know Tony loves going first. Gotta always give him the honor.
First of all, 2 of my titles have already been taken.
Sorry about that, Tony.
Yeah. It was not Ben's titles, but
Did you bring backups, Tony?
But I did bring backups. So my next one is a hero movie, and it actually has hero in the title, and that is Big Hero 6. So Big Hero 6 is a animated tale about this group of kids. One of them's name is, I think his name is Hiro, Hiro, and that is a robot that he's riding, Baymax, and their superpowers. Him and a group of friends have these powers based off of robotics, and they're there to find redemption for Hiro's brother that died, and it's almost like a revenge type tale also, but a lot of heroics go on. Very good family hero film. Animated is one of the best, and to me, I think Hero is a hero, and that this is a superhero movie.
Well, we said robots are superheroes.
They
So
are.
right in line
It's
there.
not necessarily that Baymax is a superhero, but yeah, all their robotic. They put on these robotic I don't know what you would call it.
The nano, don't they call them nano suits? Is that what they call them?
Nanosuits.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a new Iron Man suit, right?
They all
They're
have different
technologically enhanced.
Yes, and they all have different abilities based off of their suit. And definitely a hero movie. And if you've never seen it, check it out. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
So my question here is, well, I guess comment here is, so there's definitely character growth for the main hero. However, I feel that the rest, because it's a group of what, 6? There's 6 of them. That's why it's Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
The other 5, I don't really think they grow so much as characters. So, is it just one of them we're going for the superhero, or is it all 6 of them that are?
To me, I think it's the whole group of 6 because they all work as a team, and they're all going for the same thing. Their goal is to defeat this one particular thing, and to find the answers to what happened to Hero's brother. So yeah, I think it's a team effort.
Strength in numbers for sure.
Yeah, and that's why there's 6. That's why it's in the title, right? Big
Yeah,
Hero 6.
hero. Yeah, hero in the title. All
It also
right.
has a Fall Out Boy song in the soundtrack.
You like the
All
soundtrack?
All right, everybody got the answer ready? 1, 2, 3. You convinced so many people, Tony. 5 guesses, but you voted no, so
I
that's
had to be safe.
you did too good of a job on convincing us.
It's a great movie, though. I don't know that we're ever going to see another. They were talks like there were going to be another movie. I think they actually did I think they
TV
did some
show.
kind of show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do too well.
I didn't even know about the show. So.
Yeah, I don't know if it did well or
I
not.
think it was like shorts.
Oh, is
There
that
may
what
have
it
been some
was?
shorts, but no.
All right, Ben.
All right. I enjoy period pieces in my superhero movies. Nothing screams more of a period piece than your superhero battling Nazis. That's right. Yeah, again, with Nazis. Can you believe it? I'm talking about the Rocketeer. Trying to save the world with just a jetpack on his back. Because this rocket jet plane will define the outcome of the war, according to the Nazis, if they get their hands on not only the blueprint, but the rocket pack that's on our dear hero's back right here. And not only that, but it also stars one of the most forgotten about James Bonds ever, of Timothy Dalton. So, as well. So, it's about Cliff Seward, who's a stunt pilot. He finds he stumbles on Howard Hughes' blueprints of a rocket-propelled jetpack that could send a man flying. Like, you could actually get soldiers into the battlefield a lot deeper than just traveling by plane or boat. More of a stealth mission. Then the Nazis get wind of it, so they try and kidnap Howard Hughes, try and steal this thing. So Cliff comes in as a stunt pilot, comes in, grabs the jetpack, gets rid of it, and becomes a superhero that ends up saving not only the course of the world, but also his lady's heart, and also destroys the Luxembourg big, gigantic blimp at the same time. So,
All right. I haven't seen this one yet. I do need to see this. I hear great things. Is this the one with Jennifer Connelly in it?
yes. Yeah.
Very fun movie.
How does
He
the
was
love interest play for his motivations?
She's actually an actress who Timothy Dalton's character is also an actor, so he's pining for her affections as well. So, but what you don't understand is Timothy Dalton is a secret agent for the Nazis. So it takes place during that whole time in Hollywood where are they or aren't they red? Meaning, are they not? Are they? What is it? Communist sympathizers or not? So it takes place during that time frame as well. That yeah, he's a Nazi, but he's staying hidden in American soil because, it's a lot safer for me to be here and try and steal these plans out from under their nose, pretending to be an American. But Cliff Seward is, like I said, is a stunt pilot who ends up saving the day and his girls and her heart.
But are there any superpowers? I heard a jetpack, but anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's like Boba Fett right there. What I call Boba Fett a superhero.
He's Iron Man. He's World War II Iron Man.
Essentially, all the Big Hero 6s, all of them were enhanced suits.
But that was a full-on suit. This is a jetpack, right?
It's a jetpack, and all he's wearing is a jetpack and a bulletproof helmet. That's about it, and then a regular leather jacket.
How's the action?
And Geki pants. How's the action? For Disney movie, it's actually pretty good action.
Yeah, it really did remind me a lot. Well, Iron Man really reminded me a lot of this movie.
Yes. Yeah.
When I watched Iron Man for the first time.
Only thing I want to take umbrage with is Ben. It's not a regular leather jacket. It's an awesome leather jacket.
Yeah, it's an awesome leather jacket. Sorry, I forgot the descriptor in there. Del, sorry.
All right, everybody got their vote. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3 no. Split the room. Wow.
Nice.
That came to play on this one. Excellent. Yeah, when you said Iron Man, I'm like, I don't know. I'm still focused on the super part of it. I'm like, no superpowers right there. I can't.
Yeah, and neither does Iron Man.
Superhero.
Iron Man does not have superpowers.
That's why I'm like, I wouldn't call him a superhero. He's a hero, but is he super? That's where I was like.
He takes on an entire thing of Nazis by himself, so I guess it is pretty super.
Good point. All right, Del, on to you.
All right, so we're gonna go with a deep cut here, and there's lots of superheroes out there who specialize in utilizing one particular weapon. They're known for that weapon. That's what they always use, no matter what. Hawkeye has a bow and arrow. Captain America has a shield, which he uses as a weapon. Thor has a hammer. In this case, we have Yo-Yo Girl Cop, who uses a yo-yo. It is a deadly steel yo-yo, and she can do all sorts of amazing things with this yo-yo. And she is highly, highly trained in martial arts. And she is working to take out terrorists wherever they may be, while being undercover. So she has a secret identity also. And this yo-yo barely, actually, I'm going to say it doesn't. It doesn't really follow the laws of physics, much like Captain America's shield.
Where'd she get this yo-yo?
She was trained as a child, much like Black Widow was trained. She was trained up to use this yo-yo.
But that's it. Just yo-yo. That's their skill set.
Martial arts is the other skill set. And undercover
yo-yo is hard to master.
And you can't forget defeating terrorists.
Defeating terrorists, yes.
But super hero. How a super? I mean, I could go buy a yo-yo from the dollar store. Am I now a super?
You wouldn't have.
Are you trained in it?
I don't know. Maybe
Can
they
you take out a couple
tutorial out
terrorists?
there. Maybe I. But wow, I've never even heard of this movie. So good pool right here, Del.
What's it called?
Yo-Yo Girl.
Yo-Yo Girl Cop.
Get out the
Sounds very
cops.
Japanese.
Yes, very Japanese.
Okay, wow. Yo-Yo Girl Cop.
I've heard of it, though. I just don't have it in my collection, so you got one on me.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3 no's right there.
Even. Nice.
Split.
3 no's. Yep, nice. Man, you guys came to play tonight. There's so many splits. I do not feel confident now. Okay. All right. Right. We'll go with another deep cut. I don't know if you guys have heard of this one. It's a little film called The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Very obscure. Okay. But we talked
I
Yo-Yo
don't think
Girl,
I've heard of that one.
and
at all.
Yo-Yo Girl got the split. And what I'm going to focus on here is superhero. Batman is not super. Yes, he's very skilled. He's good at martial arts. He got detective abilities, but no superpowers. That's why if he fights Superman, Superman will crush him. Unless he gets some kryptonite or does something like that. But he's not super enough. And not only that, we have to go to Commissioner Gordon at the very end. The whole purpose of the Dark Knight movie is that he says he is not a hero. He is a Dark Knight. He was never the hero at all. He was the Dark Knight. You cannot be the Dark Knight and a superhero. It just doesn't work there. So he fails on a super level. He fails on a hero level. That's how he's able to do what he does at the end and takes the fall for Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent was the White Knight, the hero of the people. So either way you look at it, super or hero, it's not a superhero movie. If anything, this is like The Godfather. This is a crime drama. Okay, you can even argue it that way if you want to. Total crime drama with a couple of comic book characters in it. Simple as that. And even the city in this one doesn't look very comic booky. It could be like Chicago.
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay, well there you go. Well, it doesn't feel like Gotham. Okay, so that's even more reason why it's not a hero movie. There you go. I will take that. So yes, The Dark Knight. And The Dark Knight is my second favorite movie of all time. But it's not.
And what's your favorite genre of movie?
Comic book movie. This comic book movie or not?
I don't recall you saying.
I don't know. I thought it was okay. But superhero movie, okay? Superhero movie. So I think I said what I needed to say here. All right, everybody got an answer. 1, 2, 3. Wow, man, I know I was swinging through the fences at this one. I'll take my 1 no. Wow.
We all knew what you were doing.
So everybody's on the Batman train of him being a superhero.
Full disclosure, I'm now not going to use Batman Begins, which is what I was going to do.
Yeah, but I'm like, Batman is either going to work or it's going to fail. Somebody has to test it out. I was happy to test
I'm putting away 66 then, too.
I don't think I could have argued that any differently, though. I think I gave it my best shot with that one.
That was a good shot. It was a good shot. I'll tell you that. It was definitely a good shot.
All right, Lucy, you're up.
Okay, I've got everyone's favorite Sony picture. Of course, other than Madam Web, we've got Morbius. Okay, so we've got everything of a typical superhero movie, right? We've got some powers, we've got some sickness that led us to science and getting those powers. We've got some love interests. We've got lots of action. So it goes back to what I've said before, that just because your motivations may not be the best doesn't mean you're not the protagonist, and it doesn't mean that you're not the hero of that same story.
And what's the movie here? Are you going with Morbius?
I'm going with Morbius.
I'm like, did I hear this correct? Okay, Morbius. Morbius, a superhero movie or not? Oh my goodness! Wow, he is a supervillain, is he not?
Yeah, but not in this story.
Technically, he's that fine line, kind of like Punisher is.
But at the end, he says he's going to team up with the Vulture to go after Spider-Man. Spider-Man's
Spider-Man a good character, at least in their eyes? Are they doing good?
I don't know. I'm not convinced here. I'm just going to say that. Wow.
But think of it this way. Spider-Man stole his powers. Morbius did not. So does that really make Morbius the villain? Or does it make him the hero?
I know he kills a lot of people there.
You would be too if you were part bat.
And I mean, don't the Avengers kill everyone all the time? Like,
Yeah,
So-
collateral damage. Yeah.
So, so to throw your own question back at you, is there a redemption arc?
It's called the credit sequence.
not yet. It's called They Promised Us a Sequel.
You
That he's
did
gonna
get it.
go
It was
after
called the damn
Spider-Man.
web.
Wow. Morbius. Oh my gosh. I did not think this one was going to be brought up, but okay. All right, Morbius, a superhero movie or not? Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
What is that?
That's a split the room right
Yeah.
there. The one of the
No,
Spider-Man
no.
animated series is better. How funny.
Oh, okay.
That's a split
I'll
the
check
room
it
right
out.
there. Wow. Wow, with Morbius. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I
Okay.
actually really enjoyed that movie in theaters as well. I will
I
admit.
actually like it. A lot of people don't like it.
I think I would have liked it more if I saw it in the theater.
I
had a
love the
great
Sony
time.
Marvel universe. I spoke it. Even
I-
Madam Web was fun to me.
Mhm.
All right, now we're getting wild dimensions. Let's calm down.
I saw it in the theater and it was bad, but I had fun because it was so bad.
Yeah.
It felt
Here
like
we go,
a
yeah.
callback to a 90s comic book movie. It was that old school style. I like it.
Maybe that's what they were trying for.
There you go. See? All right. Dimension. What do you got?
I chosen a title that is in a live action adaptation of a Japanese anime from 1995, starring Scarlett Johansson in Ghost in the Shell.
Hmm.
Mm.
She plays this major who's trying to look for answers of her past, of her real self who died. She has the ability. She's a creation cyborg robot who has the ability to camouflage, which is one of the coolest powers in my opinion. Going invisible. And she is more of a soldier. She has a gun. It is set in this futuristic world. The villains are I would say her creators that turn her into this major kind of thing. And she has some allies to assist her to find out who she really is. I think this movie is overly hated in my opinion. So, ScarJo as the major with the ability to camouflage, use a gun, take on robots, so robot soldiers, futuristic gun action. There you have it.
Now, I haven't seen this one yet, so.
You know who else has the ability to turn invisible and knows how to use guns and faces futuristic alien tech? The Predator as well. So is Scarlett Johansson here really a hero? It sounds like the same thing the Predator would do, in my opinion.
My question for you is, what's the line between a superhero movie and an action movie for you?
Not sure at the top of my head. I guess I would say if it's not considered a title superhero movie, if it's not based on a popular comic book character, then I can. If it's not based on a popular comic book character, then I wouldn't consider those superhero movies.
Mhm.
And so does Ghost in the Shell have a
If
comic?
it's not- No, I don't think so. It has a manga, but that's not American, right?
It's the Japanese equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It does have a graphic novel,
Yeah.
in this case, a
Mhm.
manga, and it's based off of that.
I know, right? But
Yeah.
the
But same way with Dread. Dread's the same way. And then if you think about RoboCop, it's
Same.
an action movie.
Same here.
So there's so
Same
many
here.
different variations of
Comic books
action
as well.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Everybody got the answer?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4 no's. So 2 yeses up.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Hey, Dimension, you're going up every time, so that's good.
And I'm going down every time. But I'll live.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's look at the scores again here. So now we check into that third round. Tony at 5. Ben, oh my goodness, at 8 right there. Dell, we got 7. Me, only 6. Lucy, you did great right there, 7 as well. And then Dimension, 3. So, wow, Ben came to play. You're feeling good right now, Ben? You feeling confident with your lead?
And then look at that first title he pulled, man.
Yeah.
But Ben, he learned how to play the game. As simple as that.
Yeah.
All right. So, 4th super round. All right, Tony, we're gonna make a comeback right here. Redemption.
I don't think so. So my next film that I'm going to talk about is a superhero film called Dark Man, and this right here is another one of those films that's mostly based off of revenge, but this is a superhero because of this, of wanting to clean up the city of the gangs that are going on, the gangsters. They've kind of taken over the city. This guy gets burned in his lab while creating some kind of synthetic skin to where he can disguise himself as other people, and his skin kind of morphs into other people's image. And to be able to do that is, to me, that's a superpower. And he's able to rid the city of crime and get redemption for what happened to him. And plus, he's got a love story tied in with it. So there's a damsel in distress type situation. Actually, I wouldn't call her a damsel. She was actually pretty bossy herself as far as her position. She was able to help control this gang. And because of that, that's the reason why all of this happened, is she was going to be like the top witness of what was going on. And so, yeah, it's a superhero movie to me.
Sounds like a superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one, though. I really like that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Got Liam Neeson in there, Frances McDormand.
Sam Raimi film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so before Sam Raimi did Spider-Man, he had Darkman.
It was because they wouldn't let him do Batman.
Exactly, yeah. So he created his own.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody got their answer. All right. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4 yeses, 2 no's. 2 points. There we go. Went up on that one.
Yeah. Last minute, I forgot to change my board.
All right, Ben, in the lead.
All right. We talk about how superheroes have incredible powers. According to that's Mike's definition, obviously, of a superhero. So what happens when an ancient amulet comes your way and bestows upon you immense superpowers? What do you do with it? Well, you battle an immortal Viking. That's right. I'm talking about the movie Cross, starring Brian Austin Green.
What?
Raw. And it's a 2-movie collection. Is there a sequel in there?
Great.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I've never
Starring
heard
Danny Trejo, Tom Sizemore, Vinnie Jones, Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah.
Wow.
So what this movie is about a guy named Callan who stumbles upon an ancient Celtic cross that gives him immense superpowers, super strength, super stamina. So pretty much it enhances his physical form. Well, he's a cop. He's trying to save his city. Well, his city is starting to be terrorized by an immortal Viking played by Michael Clark Duncan. And so what this does is he has to round up the scum of the earth to save the world from destruction. So pretty much he takes the villains that he would have, that he's fought against, and brings them together to help him defeat somebody who's even more powerful than all they are combined. It's you have guys like War, Shark, Saw, Greek. These are the guys. These are the villains he takes off. These guys have powers of a different kind. Like War has the powers to start wars pretty much just by speaking to people. Kind of like how he kind of has so much charisma that he can tell you what to do without actually. He kind of has mind control powers, but they don't really specify that. It just says he's very charismatic. Shark, on the other hand, is crafty. He's a underwater scuba diver. So he does a lot of stuff tech-wise underwater. Whereas Saw, he's pretty much a guy who can get out of tight places because of saw blades. Greek, it's because he's Greek. That's the only reason why they call him Greek. There's always that one in that group. Backfire, every explosive he does, it always has a backfire. So they're always running from his explosives. But like I said, these were villains, not necessarily good villains, that he put together to stop a god who came in to destroy his world.
This kind of sounds like Mystery Men. Is it
A little bit.
Is that as good as that?
Well, you see, it is as good as Mystery Men, maybe even better, because Mystery Men only has one movie. This has 3.
That's true. They're good enough for some sequels.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes it better, but okay.
They filmed them all at the same time, and the dude just kind of cut it in 3s.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, so let me go back to the good guy here. The good guy is powered by an amulet. Is that right? Is that what I heard?
Yes, it's an ancient Celtic amulet. So if you see closely on his chest right here, that little green thing that looks like a Green Lantern symbol, yeah, that's his cross. That's the Celtic cross right there. That guy gives him this immense powers, almost like a totem.
Did you ever watch Luck of the Irish?
Yes.
That's a great movie.
Doesn't he also have his little totem and that gives him his powers?
Yes, he gives him powers too. So,
all right,
and he's a hero. And Look of the Irish, he was a hero in that one.
So what's an example of immense powers? What is?
Well, like, okay, Del, by yourself, can you lift up a car? Can you run faster than a speeding locomotive? Pretty much, it's the whole. It's the whole
Superman.
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole thing that they tell of Superman. He is his actual powers is that the amulet makes his normal physique even more powerful, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Kind of like it enhances speed, enhances his reflexes, it enhances everything else on him.
All right. Well, let's get our votes down, everyone. All right, 1, 2, 3. 4 yeses, 2 no's. So 2 points. That totally does seem like a Danny Trejo movie, though.
Yeah, and Danny Trejo, Tom Sizemore, so totally reeks of that. Yes.
Man, I'm curious to check it out.
He used the word.
Are the sequels any good, or was it just a cash grab?
They were actually all filmed back to back and just released separately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there any cash to grab?
Was the first one a cash grab?
I mean, the first one was actually a made for direct to video release.
Ah.
So, and then the other 2 were, one was actually direct to video. The third one was actually a direct to streaming in 2019.
All right, Del, you're up.
All right, so we keep getting hung up on whether a character has superpowers or not. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this character does not have superpowers. Still a superhero. He has gadgets, much like Batman. We talked about The Dark Knight. We all agree that was a superhero movie. So he has all sorts of gadgets. He has a watch that talks way before Apple ever existed, and he's got a cool I want to call it a costume, but it's a cool outfit. He's got the iconic yellow trench coat and the hat. And he's got a rogues gallery second to none with some of the most amazing villains that you would ever lay eyes on. So, of course, I'm talking about Dick Tracy. And he is definitely out to stop all the bad guys.
See, I never considered that one a superhero movie. I know it's a comic booky movie, and it's a very great movie too. If you haven't seen it,
and like Dale said, it's a lot of there's a whole rogue gallery of people. They all have their own
Iconic
different little
rogues gallery.
Yeah. And the movie has Madonna in it.
And it has Madonna at her best, probably.
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino is amazing.
Yeah.
Warren Beatty in the lead.
Yes. Glenn Headley. Dick Van Dyke.
Goodness, Ben knows this one.
Yeah.
all right, everybody gets their answer. Got something. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4 yeses, 2 nos.
Good thing I played it safe on that one.
At first, I'm like, wait, are you going to say Inspector Gadget?
Yeah, I thought so too. Then with the trench coat too, and then you said
yeah.
yellow. I'm like, wait.
I'm like, is he picking a sequel, one of the sequels to Darkman with his trench coat?
All right, well, we will go to everybody's favorite superhero of all time. You got to have some Howard the Duck love. Look at this guy, so lovable, right? I mean, he's a duck. He gets sucked out of his universe, goes to Earth, and has to become a true hero. There's romance in there. He gets with, the Leah Thompson character. I mean, what's more heroic than that? You know, that took work for a duck to put in that kind of effort. The romance a human there.
Yeah, that's just weird.
There's a good character arc at the end, though, right? He takes on a villain, a powerful villain. How are you going to do that if you're not a superhero? What's more super than Howard the Duck? So I rest my case there. It's Marvel Comics. It started, Marvel movies, right? I mean, look at that. Without this Howard the Duck movie, would we have the MCU as it is today?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask
This
you.
is what kicked it off. We would have not gotten Blade. We would have gotten no X-Men.
Actually, we already had Captain America. We already had a Punisher
but those
movie.
were terrible. Those were awful.
We already had the Incredible Hulk.
It was a masterpiece.
We already had the Incredible Hulk.
Those were the bottom of the barrel. Howard the Duck came in and saved the day.
No, but okay.
Mike, let me ask you, is Guardians of the Galaxy without a doubt a superhero movie?
Absolutely. So Howard the Duck has to be. I mean, goes through space, right? The galaxy.
Is Howard super?
He does. He takes on a super villain. How can you do that if you're not a superhero?
Does he have powers aside from being a talking duck?
That's all you need, a talking duck. He can talk. It's not impressive. If a duck came up walking past you and started talking, I would be pretty impressed.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of like other talking duck movies.
Come on.
Do you think Donald Duck is a superhero?
Absolutely. Everybody loves a good Donald the Duck. He's hilarious. I mean, humor is a superpower in itself, right?
Wow.
I mean, come on. You're going to tell me Dredd is a superhero, Split is a superhero, but not Howard the Duck, a talking duck?
Yes, because Roger Rabbit's more of a superhero.
Well, both animals that can talk. So, yes, they both would be superheroes. I agree with you, Ben. You are proving my point. Write down an answer here.
What would a superhero actually break the laws of nature?
He gets sucked into a whole new universe. Come on, that's like multiverse jumping right there.
Would a superhero break the laws of nature between species?
Yes. All right. Anyway. I think I know the response here. But anyway, 1, 2, 3. I will take 2 yeses, though. I will take 2 yeses.
All right.
Man, we got
I'm a little disappointed, Tony.
Okay.
I'm shocked. How did we not get at least 3 yeses?
I'm a little disappointed in Tony for that, but
because I changed it.
I'm disappointed in you all for not voting yes on Howard the Duck. Man, Howard
I
the
see
Duck.
that you have your poster out and everything.
Yes, I mean Howard the Duck is a great movie. That's a masterpiece. It was the Dark Knight of its time.
wow. You can stop selling. We already voted.
I still like it. It's still great. That's what I'm saying. All right, Lucy, you're up.
Okay. Let's think. All right. So everything that I've asked you guys so far are, do they have, is there a motivation? Is it personal? Is it, is there essentially something that makes these individuals heroic? So I'm going to go with the Suicide Squad 2, the second one. It has all the components of a superhero movie, right? Everyone has their superpowers. However, their motivation isn't quite there. But we still have a villain to the villains, played by the wonderful Peter Capaldi. And we got 5 seconds of Pete Davidson. So
I don't know. I got an issue with this one. If the talking shark counts, but the talking duck does not count, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. Okay, both animals be talking. And Howard the Duck did way more than King Shark in that movie.
Is that the one that has the polka dot man in it?
Yeah.
That was good.
Great movie, but it's a team of supervillains. Heroes.
But the villain is even more villainous than the team.
The Star wasn't a bad guy. He was taken from outer space. You know, he had to live trapped and confined. He just wanted to have the little babies.
Right.
Maybe the Star was the hero and was just misunderstood by everybody else. These villains came out of prison, okay, for dangerous, violent crimes. I just don't know how we can award them as superheroes. Maybe super, but hero part, I don't know.
They do end up saving the whole city from like a giant. What was it?
I don't know. They didn't even do a great job with that, though. A lot of people died in that city. They were kind of slacking a bit.
Collateral damage.
I don't know. Suicide in the name. Something just doesn't feel right about this one.
Okay.
All right, everybody got their answer unless they want to say something. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 2 no. So you get 2 right there.
I think it is a superhero movie.
It is.
Just because they're villains doesn't mean they're not.
Yeah. They can. Just because they're villains doesn't mean that they can't do something heroic.
Yes. And that's their job. They're a Suicide Squad, so they do the missions no one else wants to do.
Yeah.
Does doing something heroic make you a hero necessarily?
That's what I was saying with Howard the Duck.
It made Harley a hero in the comics because of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and we go back to it's based off of a popular comic book series.
Still Howard the Duck. All right,
Like there's 2 talking animals in this one, not just one.
Well, you have me. Well, there's a lot of talking ducks in Howard the Duck. Okay?
See, it's the same species though, not 2 different ones. It's a shark and a weasel.
Well, there you go. Can't argue with that. All right, Dimension, what do you got?
All right, I picked something much, much different, and The Shallows.
Ooh.
All right. Gotta hear this.
Because you know, our main actress Blake Lively must use her own doctor skills to take on that white tiger whatever shark using her jewelry, her earrings, a solar flare gun, and all this stuff surrounding in the ocean water. And she has a little assistance, and she has a little ally, little friend that, you know, a little bird seagull. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it a talking bird?
No, it's not a talking bird.
So it's like a sidekick, like the Little Mermaid.
A little sidekick. I would agree with that. What you're saying.
Under the sea.
So yeah, I think Blake Lively is great in the film. She's using her own doctor skills to survive long enough to make it back to the beach from that white eating shark with her own jewelry, her surfing bird. I mean, board. I'm sorry, I didn't even say surfing bird. Jewelry. What's that thing called? A flare gun, solar flare gun that she uses in the film with those jellyfishes to burn that shark, to burn that shark up and lure that shark into impaling itself down deep in the water and to kill it.
Who
Now,
did
it's
she
been a
save from the shark? Just herself or anyone else?
Herself.
Yeah, didn't somebody else
repeat that
die?
question again? Yes. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Three people died in that movie. One
So
is
she didn't save anybody else, just
she
herself.
tried to save two other people that were on that beach with her, but were killed by the shark.
So, sounds like
one-
Rose from Titanic.
And another one that she was calling for help was too drunk to understand what was going on, and this one stole some of her items like her phone, her surfing board, go in that beach water and gets torn in half by that shark. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if we're convinced here.
So was she motivated by revenge then? Vengeance towards
Fear.
the shark
Motivated
having
by fear.
I would agree with Tony. Not revenge, but fear.
fear?
Just to survive. Just a survival instinct.
Yeah.
Batman motivated by fear of bats.
And by revenge.
What's Howard's motivation?
Money.
I'm gonna say, speaking of powers, is her doctor skills in her brain.
That's true. All right, everybody got an answer? 1, 2, 3. One yes. One yes. There. Tony voted yes. There
I
you
was
go.
trying to figure out how to. Yeah.
Dimension, you voted no. You're like, I don't even think it is.
I have seen this movie and no, I wouldn't qualify.
No, it's
But
not.
it's not that bad of a movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good
Yeah.
shark movie. It's just not a superhero
movie.
movie.
hmm
All right, let's take a look now and recap. Let's see where everybody's scores are at leading into the fifth round. So we got Tony with 7, Ben with 10. Wow, that's a lot of points. Dell has 9. I have, am I at 9 too?
8.
8. Lucy with the 9. Ooh, Lucy, you're doing great. Dimension with 4. So a couple 9s in there, 1 10. It still can change this round. You don't know. All right, we're going to head into the fifth and final round, unless there is overtime. That is always a possibility. It can definitely happen. But it's going to be our fifth super round. Just a reminder, audience, though, if you just joined in late and you haven't already, you love superheroes, you love movies, go ahead and laser beam that like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. And then, of course, leave in a comment. What do you think of our choices so far tonight? What did you consider a superhero movie? What did you not? And we'll continue this conversation after the stream in the comments, of course. But let's go ahead and get to our 5th round. Tony, got to finish strong now.
Okay, my last film that I'm going to talk about is a superhero film about an ordinary teenager named Dave who loves comic books and wants to be a real life superhero. He's got a helper. He's very creative. He's able to create weapons, defense mechanisms. He's also one of those that lives in a city that's kind of a bad part of the neighborhood, I guess. There's revenge for something that's happened to his family, to the other group of people that are with him. And then there's also a villain in this story that would be an unsuspected villain. And to me, everything, even though he doesn't have natural super abilities, he's created those for himself, and that's what makes this a superhero movie. In my opinion.
I have not seen that one. Was that one?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, no. Oh, I've seen that one. Sorry, I didn't see the title. Yeah, that's a great movie. Yeah,
What's it called again?
Kick-Ass.
Oh, Kick-Ass. Okay, yeah. I'm
At
not
first,
sure.
I'm like, what's the cover? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a still book.
Looks cool, though. Yeah. No, he doesn't have superpowers, though.
No.
And he's not even really.
But just because he doesn't have superpowers doesn't make him not a superhero.
I don't know. I feel like the other characters come in and really help him, like Hit Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Be more the superhero, Big Daddy. But is the main character a superhero? And does that make it enough of a superhero movie?
I mean, he has enough. It makes him enough of a superhero that his best friend becomes a villain.
Yeah,
Well, that's not good. His best friend should have been a hero. He should have managed that relationship better. Rubbed off on
Look
them.
at Syndrome in Incredibles.
Yeah, he was mean to Syndrome. He should have been like, "Oh, you're my big fan here. You're gonna be a great person." And nope, just bullied him. Bullies are not superheroes. All right, everybody ready to vote? All right, 1, 2, 3. Dimension, did you freeze?
Oh, please have a no. Please have a no.
Look, Dimension, where are you? You froze on me. Oh, yeah.
Not a yes.
So 2 no's. 2 no's. Yep. Yes, right there. Okay.
Great film. Kick-Ass 2 is also great.
Yes,
Oh, that's such a good one.
Jim Carrey's so awesome in that one. All right.
All right, Ben.
All I gotta ask you guys is, who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of man? That's right. I'm going all the way back to when radio was king. With one of the very first superheroes. It is the Shadow. The man whose sole goal, superpower-wise, is reading your thoughts, controlling your mind, and altering their perceptions, making you appear to be invisible, and getting you to do what he wants you to do. It's a story of a shortly after the First World War, Lamont Cranston becomes a drug kingpin in Tibet, and then a witch doctor comes in and says, "Oh, you're bad," and curses him with powers of immortality, which he ends up dying. He ends up coming back to life. His immortality is that he has to live in the shadows. He's a figment of people's imaginations as the Shadow, so he has to right his wrongs in life. So that is when Genghis Khan, when a descendant of Genghis Khan shows up, it's up to Lamont Cranston to save the world from one of the greatest threats that history's ever seen. The only man to conquer most of the world.
All right. So he operates in the shadows just like a Batman.
Just like a Daredevil. Just like a lot of
superheroes.
A lot of ground-based superheroes, yes.
All right. Well, you're convincing me he's a superhero right here.
He's the first one. Like, he goes all the way. Radio programs, serials were what used to be on before they had previews in theaters. So he's actually even that old. So he was on the radios for years of a shadow television show voiced by Orson Welles. You know, Rosebud from Citizen Kane. Yes, that's a Orson Welles. So one of the oldest superheroes out there. It needs a better movie, but the powers and the character of itself is amazing.
All right, ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that is 2 yeses right there, 4 no's, so 2 points.
I erased mine. I should have went with yes. I did. I would have split.
All right, Del. Can we pull off a split right here? I feel that's what you need right now.
That's what I need. I'm gonna, if you heard my knuckles crack over here, I'm about to swing for the fences. All right. This movie, the hero is powered. The hero has actually, she has telekinesis. She can move things with her mind. She comes into a franchise dominated by villains. She has to defeat what is really the ultimate killing machine. And that is the only way she can do it is through the use of her telekinesis. She comes in not knowing how to use it or what it's for, but by the end of the movie, she has totally transformed herself into a hero who is capable of going on to defeat all sorts of villains if she so chose, as she took out the villain in this movie. Of course, I'm talking about Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, a.k.a. Jason versus Carrie, even though the character's name is Tina.
That movie's awesome, though. I like that one. Really cool practical effects in there, and she does have the telekinetic superpowers, you could say.
She absolutely does.
And she defeats a big villain, right? Jason's a villain.
Jason is the guy, and she defeats Jason, takes him down using her power.
What number was that in the Jason franchise?
7.
So pretty much when he became a joke of a character. Got it.
Within that world, though, he was still the ultimate killing machine.
Wow. Lucy, you haven't seen that one, have you?
No. I'm going off of your description.
Dimension, have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that many Friday 13s in forever. But based on what you're saying, Dale.
All right, so let's see if Del was convincing on this one. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
1, 2.
There you go. That's a split.
Hey.
That's a split right there. Woo! Nice. Wow. Excellent. Okay, so we're on to me, which I don't think it matters too much anymore, but that's okay. We'll just have fun with this one. I will go with Deadpool. Yes, Deadpool, the merc with a mouth. He is not a superhero. He uses a lot of foul language, kills a lot of people in here, does some inappropriate things. Maybe an anti-hero, but I don't, bridge the gap between that to a superhero. So super powered, yes. Hero, no. It feels more like he's just out for himself. He even has trouble dealing with the other X-Men characters. Doesn't get along well with others. Very selfishly motivated. So yeah, is it a superhero movie or not? That's the question.
Well, he's motivated by love.
How selfish?
I thought we agreed love is the most pure motivation.
I thought that's what we did.
I thought that's what
Not
we agreed
anymore.
on.
We have changed our mind on this.
The Punisher uses foul language, kills lots of people.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, right.
I think that's the bad thing about choosing one that like we've all seen, right? 'Cause you can't.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I'll take 2
Oh,
no's.
okay.
I'll take 2 no's.
Okay.
All right, Lucy, you're up.
All right. Okay, so this is part of a franchise, so I'm going to go with the second. So we're going Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So he does have all of the elements of a superhero movie. I mean, he has powers. He has a means to project those powers, so he can turn invisible with his cloak. He can talk to snakes. He can control snakes as well. He does have a character arc in that he didn't choose this. He's been tempted many times by the dark side of things, and has been given the choice to be either a hero or a villain, and he's always chosen hero. So he has that very pure motivation to him. Action scenes are great. It's scary at times. There's ghosts giving him advice. Yeah, I think it's a great superhero movie.
I don't know. This sounds more like fantasy genre rather than superhero. And is he super magical abilities with a wand, right? But superpowers?
Isn't it super to be magical?
I don't know.
Well,
Usually magic is used against superheroes.
Does he have that magic without the wand?
He does.
Okay.
He can, I want to say, read minds at times, and that's how they discovered that he was a wizard before he got his wand. He blows up his aunt in that series.
That doesn't sound very heroic.
Yeah.
He blows up
Well,
his
she
aunt.
was very mean to him. I think that may have been the third, though. But
They
you
all
can't do
blend.
magic
They
without
all blend together.
It's just that, again, with with amulets, they enhance his powers. The wand enhances his powers.
All right. Everybody got an answer.
You know who else talks to ghosts? Superman.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that is a split the room right there. Nice way to finish that. I'm surprised so many yeses there. All right, Dimension, you are up.
All right, I'm going with a horror movie like Tony did with Brightburn. I chose Happy Death Day.
Ooh.
You got your girl. Her name's Tree. She's in college. She starts off as unlikable. She has all these affairs, and she has this not so kind attitude until she finds this maniac wearing a creepy baby face mask, killing her, and it's up to herself, her brain, and those that she knows find out who is the suspect behind who is killing her. Every time she gets killed, she relives the same day over and over and over again. There's this one guy that seems to have really huge feelings for her, and throughout each time she gets killed, she develops more and more feelings. So Happy Death Day is a fun horror slasher a young girl in college reliving the same day after being killed by somebody dressed up in a creepy baby face mask with a knife. It's fun. It can be funny. And you've grown to like her as a character at the end of the movie.
All right. And what's the movie again?
Happy Death Day.
Oh, that's an excellent movie.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's very good. She does come back to life, I guess you could say, as her superpower.
Does she come back to life, or she's stuck in a time loop?
Yeah,
Oh,
time
good
loop.
point. Good point.
You can say that
Just
too.
make Groundhog Day a
But
superhero.
time travel, is
Yeah.
time travel a super ability?
So, yeah.
It's for motivation too. Does anything happen if she gets out of this time loop, or is it just she lives on a different day?
It's more of a I would say it's more kind of a revenge, and it has some twist in it. It has some twisted by the end of the movie.
All right.
Good movie.
It's so good. Yeah.
Very good movie.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3 no, 3 yeses. That's a split the room. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a really good one too. Even if you're not a massive horror fan, I feel like that one's a little bit easier to get into with the time travel element to it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a pretty fun watch.
Slashers are typically fun, especially comedy slashers.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
okay.
Like I like it. Okay, wow. Just tallying up the scores here. And wow, we have a first time thing that has happened on a Split the Room, but let's look at the scores to explain this. So taking a look at the scores, we have a 3-way tie.
Oh my!
Look at that. Ben, Dell, and Lucy all with 12 points, which means we now go into overtime, but this time with 3 people, which has never happened before. Usually it's down to 2 people. So this is awesome. Now I get to explain overtime rules. We are now in the OT. So for overtime, you guys are going to play another round. The people that are out, though, are basically out, but we'll still vote, of course. But only competing now, Ben, Dell, Lucy. Now, who is going to go first? Well, usually it's the newest player to the game, which would be between Dell and Lucy. But because you're both new here, we'll go with the order of the last person. So we'll go Lucy. You can decide who do you want to start off.
Not me.
Okay. So would you like Ben or Dell to start?
You said it was between me and who?
Dell.
Del? Del then.
Okay.
Sorry.
And we'll go Dell, Ben, Lucy then. There we go. All right, Dell, you're up first.
All right. So I'm going to go with, well, if we go back to the Dark Knight, Mike talked about the Dark Knight. The reason he doesn't want to be Batman anymore, but Batman is a symbol. He wants Batman to be a symbol. So we have a character here in this movie who is absolutely a symbol, giving the people hope, uniting them in a cause, and helping them overthrow a corrupt government is what he's trying to do. And he's a gifted martial artist. You never see his face though. And we're talking about V for Vendetta.
Always remember the 5th of November, right?
Yeah.
Always remember the 5th of
Great
November.
one. I'm thinking about all the lore and everything that's come out of that. Like how it's one of those that have kind of transpassed just the release of it. And I think that's kind of what really makes a hero movie as well.
Yeah.
Ben's like, no.
I mean, is Guy Fawkes really a hero? I mean, we've talked about heroes doing heroic things. He kidnaps a girl. 1. 2, he blows up an entire city of France. That's 2. No matter if it's corrupt or not, he's blowing up an entire city full of innocent people as well. So is he truly a hero? No.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damage. And
Most
the
heroes
government
would try and get out most of those people, not blow them up.
And well, in this case, the government also has its foot on the neck of the people, and sometimes there needs to be collateral damage. Things need to be torn down to the ground before they can be rebuilt. And he's the man for the job.
And he kidnapped a girl.
She came around.
Did she really?
The split person kidnapped a lot of people. All right. Everybody getting an answer?
Drop my marker. Hold on.
I know. Think about this one here. This can make all the difference. All right. Everybody has an answer. Everybody is voting here. So 1, 2, 3, reveal.
1, 2,
2 no. 2 no. So that's 2 right there. Okay. Ben, you are up.
All right. My next one is a story of it's a superhero movie. The villain's a megalomaniac set on world domination. Doesn't leave anything alive in his wake when he goes there. One man, one ordinary man, seems to stand up for what's right. In response to him standing up for what's right, he saves an entire people group from their ultimate destruction. That's right. I'm talking about the only superhero movie that Steven Spielberg actually did. Schindler's List. You can't argue that Oscar Schindler is not a superhero saving an entire group of people from extinction. From a megalomaniac. That's the ultimate superhero story right there. Willing to give up his own life to save those of an entire group of people. People that he didn't even know.
Is he super?
That's where my mind's at. Super.
He
And
saved
so
them from ultimate
biopic,
destruction.
so he's an actual person, actual human being.
Yes. And a hero in his own right.
Hero, not superhero.
Going up against the Nazis and Hitler, you are a superhero going up against them. With no military backing. No military backing. He was an ordinary guy with no military backing to do this. He saved an entire people group from extinction.
All right.
It's out of the box, kind of like Happy Death Day, and Jason 7 is out of the box.
This definitely got out of the box for sure. No doubt about that. All right, everybody got an answer? Everybody ready to vote? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3 yeses right there. 3 no.
Wow.
I was not expecting that.
No,
I'm like,
not
this
at
is going to
all.
be all no's right here. Wow. Okay, but Lucy can tie it up and force an overtime too. So let's see, Lucy, what do you got?
Okay, I've got some action, some comedy, some superhero. We've got Jim Carrey's The Mask. So, of course, he has ancient powers and can think of any power he wants. And I believe, fact check me on this, that his mask is actually Loki's mask.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And which, I mean, is part of the superhero trope. However, of course, there's musical numbers. It's a fantabulous production, and at the base of it, it's a comedy. But he does have redemption arc. He does have his damsel, and he does have villains that he needs to take down.
But is he heroic?
I would say he is.
What type of hero robs a bank?
Exactly. And Super.
Robin Hood.
Oh, there you go. But Super, it's not him that's naturally super by himself. It's the mask.
No, it's an enhancement.
Super magical power. The dog gets the mask too at a point.
Yeah.
Is the dog a
So is the
superhero?
villain.
Howard
the
the
villain.
Duck? Howard the Duck
Howard the
villain.
Duck.
is not a
The villain.
superhero. You
Too. Does that mean the villain's a hero?
All right. Everybody getting the answer? All right. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Let's see. 4 no's, 2 yeses, which is 2 points there.
Okay.
But excellent play right there. Very good. You guys are so good here. But of course, there can only be one winner. So first, a congratulations to. Wait, let me take away this banner real quick. Congratulations to Ben. You are a super villain. Super villain, since you caused the most controversy. Congratulations. And then, of course, you get the coveted Super Split trophy just for you. This will be sent to you digitally, so you can print it out and have it on your fridge if you want. And then you will also get an invitation to the Tournament of Champions for Split the Room. So there you go. How do you feel, Ben, in this moment now that you have won?
How do I feel?
Yes.
Super.
That is awesome. Congratulations again. And thank you all for playing and having a good time with this one. I still can't believe it. A 3-way tie at the end. Never happened before, so that's awesome.
What are the final scores?
The final scores, yes. Let's take a look at the... Well, I didn't add in the overtime scores, but it would have been Ben with 15, Del, and Lucy 14. Yeah. I wish I did better myself, but you can't always do good on all of them. All right, so we'll give it to the champion first to kind of promote anything they would like on their channel.
Congratulations, man.
You at, of course, yeah. So where
Good
should
job
people
to
go
good
find
job
the-
to all. Good job to everyone else playing tonight. You guys did great. I didn't think it was. There was one point in time there that I'm like, oh, should I just go out of left field with some of these picks and go that route and really like. Well, like I knew Dell was going to be probably the one who would tie me, but
Thank
Lucy,
you.
you did a great job. Tony, Dimension, you guys did great, and I don't know what Mike was doing out here tonight.
I did terrible, and I've played almost every game. I've played like 5 of them now.
Well, but where can you find me? You can find me right here on YouTube at Binbuster. Tomorrow night, right here on my channel at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm hosting 4KD Ray, and we're talking about the last episode of X-Men 97 and where we see the show going in the future.
Ooh, I gotta watch it tonight. I'm up to that episode.
Well, we're talking that 3-part arc, that whole 3-part arc, Dell.
Yep.
So that's what we're talking about tomorrow night, and where we see it, because he's a huge X-Men fan. So I'm like, you want to come on and talk? He's like, sure, let's talk about it. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun time.
Cool.
Man, I got to get on watching this show. Do I need to have seen the original classic series?
No.
This
No.
one? No? Okay.
No. You at least have to understand who the X-Men are and who some of the characters are. If you know who the majority of the characters are, you're fine.
Okay. Awesome.
If you've seen an X-Men movie, you're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We're good. All right. Del, where can people find you?
You can find me again right here on YouTube, Del on Movies, or on Instagram, same thing, Del on Movies. On my channel right now, we're kind of in a bit of a wait and see because I have some things going on in real life, so I can't be as active. But I did put up a couple of haul videos, and I got big box from a subscriber the other day. So those videos just went up within the last week. You can check those out. Movie Swap is the big show that I'm known for, and not having one the rest of this month. We're looking into June, getting on. Probably gonna have Faces for Radio on, and sometime June, July, maybe August, we're gonna try to get Mega Mike on. And
yeah.
So he's been a great friend of my channel also, and I want to say congrats to Ben, because I thought I went out of left field with Friday the 13th. You went way out with Schindler's List and did a great job with that. Outstanding. And everybody else I know here except for Lucy, nice to meet you. And that's all I got for you.
All right, Tony.
Yep, you can find me right here on YouTube, Basement Blues. I put out a video every day. And you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, thanks for letting me be a part of this game again. I still don't fully know what I'm doing with it, but it's always nice to be asked.
Hey, you got points though. You did better than me, I think, so that's good. All right, Lucy.
Well, I'm also quite surprised that I made it this far. This was exciting. This was quite an exciting thing. Thank you for having me on, Meg.
Of course, thanks for being here.
I don't think I have too much to plug in. I'm at Last American Girl on Instagram. No dashes or spaces or anything, just Last American Girl. Send me a DM if you want to talk music, if you want to talk movies. Resident concert goer here. Nothing to plug or promote. I'm just very backlogged on the things that I should be posting. I don't think I've posted my concert since like June of last year. So maybe someday.
All right, and Dimension.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on here. My name is Dimension Scott. I have my own YouTube channel, Dimension Scott. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. As for videos that I've done so far, I did a Wolverine ranking. I did an unpopular opinions list, and I did unboxing because I got some packages in the mail from a friend recently. As for what I got coming, what I plan to do next on the channel, I'm going to do a collection update, and I think I'm going to do my favorite sequels that are better than their predecessors, and I'm going to be streaming some video games.
Nice. All right, and everybody's links, audience, can be found in the description below. So definitely go ahead, show them some love, visit their channels, and more importantly, not only click subscribe, but watch the content. Enjoy the amazing content they all put out. Such wonderful creators on this panel tonight, and you get a variety, which is fantastic. As for me, you guys already know me, so I don't need to plug too much here. The next live stream will be next week, I believe, a Planet of the Apes franchise ranking stream. We're going to have an amazing panel on that. So I'm going through all the Planet of the Apes movies right now, and the classic ones, I'm just like, what's happening in some of these people? I'm in awe of some of them, so that should be really fun to talk about.
So many Easter eggs in the newer stuff.
Yep. But there we go. Yeah, that's it for me. Let me, of course, shout out my members. And once again, another happy birthday to Tiana Loves Movies. And yeah, just have a great night, everybody. Talk them movies. You got Ben Buster right there, champion, of course. But yeah, have a super night, everybody. And apparently you got to go watch Schindler's List.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And thank you so much, my Mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.
You will earn more points if you split the room. And who creates the most divisive dimensions will win.
Tonight, hell breathes over.
Please tell me you weren't laughing.
You will earn more points if you split the room. And who creates the most divisive dimensions will win.
Tonight, hell breathes over.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Call me the Punisher.
Victims, aren't we all?
Nobody's getting hurt.
and I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.